Good evening, everybody. Well, should I say good morning? I'm doing this late night review. Welcome to my R&B review. I want to give a shout out to my boy Marcus Flores and all the many people that requested me to do this album. Michael Jackson's. Let me see what number this is. This is his. Damn. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh shit. Okay, this is actually his ninth studio album. History, hit or His Story, released in 1995 on Epic under Sony MJJ Productions. Yeah, this is a double disc album, and this is the first album on his own label, MJJ Productions. And MJJ Productions, also for those of you that know, it was like a record label he had in the '90s, and shit like that. So people like Brownstone, yes, that Brownstone, like If You Love Me, 3T, which Tito Jackson's sons, Tatiana Ali, yes, that Tatiana Ali, Ashley from the Fresh Prince, yeah, they were all under that. But of course, the label's defunct right now, so yeah. Okay, so the singles I was known for is it came out with a lot of singles. Scream Childhood, You Are Not Alone, Earth Song This Time Around, They Don't Care About Us, History, Stranger in Moscow, and Smile. Producers include Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Obviously, you guys should know who they are. I mentioned them countless times on this channel. Um, yeah, they're two members from the time. Produced for most of over. They produced for a lot of people like Janet Jackson and all that stuff. Dallas Austin, dope producer. Bruce Sweetling, Renee Moore, David Foster, Bill Bottrell, and R. Kelly. Yeah. Okay, so okay. So after he released Dangerous, like which I did a review on, dope album. Oh, by the way, in case you guys don't know who Michael Jackson is, yeah, I done a review on Off the Wall, Thriller Bad, and Dangerous, things of that nature. So after he did a Dangerous, that album it was widely successful commercially. It was actually his second best-selling album. You know, people sleep on Dangerous. I'm gonna say that, and I feel like people sleep on that album. He bought on a Dangerous tour, and 1993. Of course, you guys should know that's when Evan Chandler um that's when on the Evan Chandler the child sexual abuse allegations came, and that caused him to stop the tour early, and he faced a lot of backlash from that, and it was just crazy because like it was crazy. Even like his own sister accused him of doing that, and we all know that she was married to that Jack Gordon that nigga and stuff like that. And it got to the point where he was actually doing music for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in 1994, which was released I think in 1994. Classic video game, one of my favorite video games of all time. Like that, Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles are my favorites. I'm getting way off topic. And so they had to yeah, they had to stop him from making the music, making the Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And from what I've read about it, let me pull up the article. From what I read, oh jeez, that they didn't want his name to be part of that video game, because they felt like people won't really buy the game if they knew that he was making the music for it, which is kind of messed up if you ask me. So, so yeah, and also he began taking like painkillers to ease the stress off like the allegations, and it got to the point when he had stopped eating, and he had to get confined to rehabilitation for him to get clean and stuff like that. So fast forward to 1994, he began to work on this album, and 1994 was also the year where he got married to Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley. And it got to the point where a lot of people were happy he got married, but a lot of people kind of feel like, oh well, this marriage is fake because they felt like he was doing it to clean up his image, and they felt like she was doing it just to get a career of her own and stuff like that. But yeah, but that's another, what I think about that couple. That's another story for a different day. Hmm. And then yeah, fast forward to 94, 95. This album came out. Okay, so this is actually the best-selling Malta Disc album of all time. And what's interesting about this, what I love, it has basically two discs. The first disc includes like the greatest hits, like you have classic songs from him like "I Just Can't Stop Loving You," "Billie Jean," "Heal the World," "She's Out of My Life," "The Way You Make Me Feel." If you guys want to know my opinions on those songs, check out those previous videos of the I did about Michael Jackson. Alright, now I'm gonna take you through the inside booklet. I actually had this copy for a long time. This is like one of my favorite Michael Jackson. Well, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Alright. The cover right here, pretty dope cover, just like a little statue they made around this time for him. And I love this in booklet because he has like special. His friends are talking about him, say how much he was inspiration. Like you have like one of my favorite pictures, his feet right there with the socks and everything. And then you have well Elizabeth Taylor, rest in peace, Elizabeth Taylor, one of the greatest actresses of the time, of all time, in my opinion. Talking about how she meant to him. Then you have Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, Steven Spielberg right here, and this is a tribute to Quincy Jones, Diana Ross, Berry Gordy, um, more tributes, Jackson 5 pictures, classic performance was when he did like the I believe this was a picture he did with the Super Bowl in 1993. I forgot what number that was, but that Super Bowl performance, nothing topped that. Only thing that came close to topping it was Prince's Super Bowl performance, ironically. Oh, and that reminds me, I forgot to say, I actually copped this book too, and yeah, his autobiography. I finally copped this and stuff like that, and I'm gonna start reading it. I heard some very good things about it and things of that nature. Yeah. And okay, so then you have all his awards he has won. More awards. Um, awards he won with the Jackson Five, and picture of him like performing most likely on a Dangerous tour. Fans. So this is basically a celebration of his legacy right here, like shit like that. I mean, I love stuff like this, That they have song credits and all that. Dope shit. Yeah. More song. It's just song credits and pictures. Lyrics to like songs right here. Yeah. And I always love when artists put lyrics on their booklet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pictures. This is with him. I think Bill Clinton. I believe that was, if I'm not mis- I don't know if that was his inauguration. I don't know. Then you got him and Oprah when they did that the dope Oprah interview. She did it with him in 1993. Wiley, hugely publicized. Him and I don't know who that is. Him and Paul McCartney. him and Mick Jagger, um, him and Nelson Mandela, Elizabeth Taylor, Ronald Reagan, and Nancy. Um, yeah. Then we have, you know, him right there. Yeah. So before before I start, I just want to say this album right here is arguably his most darkest album. Cause you gotta understand, he did this album when people were mocking him for the whole child child abuse thing majig. People were mocking him because of that. So he was really going through some shit. And you can really hear the anger in his voice, basically. And he did to like some people here. Oh, guest appearances include yeah. Okay. Janet Jackson, Notorious B.I.G. And Shaq, basically, in Shaq. Alright, now 15. What the fuck, really? Yeah, just kidding. Alright. Okay, 15 songs. You guys know what I'm about to do. The first song off this album, Scream, featuring Janet Jackson. I mean, come on. This song right here was dope. You have Michael and Janet officially doing the song together because, yeah, when I say official, I mean because Janet, she did a song with Mike. She did PYT, but she provided vocals. I believe she did that with Latoya. She provided vocals with him, but this is like the official debut they did. I love this song. This is like a dope ass song. That beat is just. I love the beat. I love like the energy they have. Like everything about the song is nice. Very good song right here. Basically, what I got from that is like he's talking about like um how the media is out to get him, and yeah. And another one thing I like about this song, like I just love how Janet and Michael play off one another. It's just very dope. I love this song. I love how they play off of one another. And the video, of course, everyone knows the video. The futuristic video, um, it inspired many people, many videos, most notably TLC's No Scrubs. Yeah, and yeah, it's the most expensive video. The song was nominated for a Grammy and American Music Award, but the video won like tons of awards and stuff like that. So yeah, Scream, dope song right there. Track number two, They Don't Care About Us. Oh yeah, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they did their thing producing that song. Um, they Don't Care About Us. Now this is arguably the most controversial song off this whole album, and maybe his one of his most controversial songs. Period. So it's like a song directed at racism, and so I love like some of these lyrics are just. I'm gonna pull up one lyric in particular I like was. Hmm. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So where's the lyrics? Let's see. Come on. Damn laptop slow as fuck. Okay. Tell me what has become of my life. I have a wife and two children who love me. I'm a victim of police brutality now. I'm tired of being a victim of hate. With me with my prayer, oh God's sake. I look to heaven to fulfill His prophecy, set me free. That's a very like personal lyric. I love that lyric because like at the same time, it's like a very hard song, but you can sense his vulnerability, and things of that nature. But speaking of lyrics, the song was controversial because it accused Michael of being anti-Semitic and all that bullshit. Like lyrics like "Jew me, sue me, everybody do me, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me." They call that slurs, but what I got from that song, from that lyric in general, is like when he said "Don't you black or white me," because he was going through, he had that vitiligo which made his skin white, and yeah, so people were saying, "Oh, he's trying to be white, he's trying to do this," but he's basically saying like, "Don't you characterize him just as a race? He's more than that." And that's another thing about this album too. Like this is like I think the first album like he had like a lot of profanity in it, and people criticized him for that. Well, I will get into that in the end of this review. Good shit. Okay. Yeah. Another thing too. They were actually, in case you guys didn't know, or in case you didn't know, there are two music videos for this song. The first one was directed by Spike Lee. Eh, you guys should know Spike Lee's like a controversy magnet, but he's like my favorite director and shit like that. And so it features like him in prison and African Americans like facing police brutality, and of course the media calls it controversial. Mm. So that's why the most best known video is him, like in Brazil and things of that nature. So yeah, track number three, "Stranger in Moscow." In my opinion, his best song. In my opinion, I don't care what nobody says. The song is like a trip hop kind of song. Like I think it's like one of his probably his most slowest songs. Period. Originally, the song was a poem, but he loved it so much that he made it into a song. And what I got from that song was like when he was in Moscow. When I looked up, he was in Moscow, and this was on the Dangerous tour. And he knows how much he felt isolated from the world after the whole child molestation accusations, and he felt like a stranger, basically. Hence that stranger in Moscow. I mean, damn, this song right here just gets you in your feelings at times. Some of my favorite lyrics are um, damn, what's that? Like one of my favorite lyrics are "Here abandoned in my fame, Armageddon of the brain. KGB was dogging me. Take my name and just let me be." And so, yeah. Then a beggar boy called my name. Happy days will drown in pain. Like very dope lyrics. Um, I don't hear a lot of people talking about that song though. When it comes to like one of Michael Jackson's best songs, they talk about. Of course, they talk about Billie Jean, "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough." But yeah, this song right here was just. hmm, This song right here, like just his vulnerability, everything about it, like his passion, his sadness. You can see his sadness in his voice. Track number four, "This Time Around," featuring Biggie. Oh my god, wow. You know, when I first heard this song, yeah, this is really the first song I heard with Michael Jackson curse and stuff like that. And I was like, whoa, damn. Cause I would never expect him like really cursing his music. But I'm getting way off topic. Of course, he's talking about the media and this right here. Excuse me. Talking about the media and Biggie killed it is like one of his best verses in my opinion. And yeah, I felt like Biggie and Michael really complimented each other and stuff like that. And it was also around that time when I think around that time like what else about this time? Yeah, never mind. I always said it. Yeah, this time around, very dope song right here. Underrated if you ask me. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this song too. Track number four, Earth Song. Ah, Earth Song, Earth Song. What can you say about this song? Originally, this song was made for the It was originally supposed to be on the Dangerous, but it failed to make the cut, so they just put it on this album. Um, it's talking about, of course, like in, in protecting the environment and stuff like that. Hmm. Protecting the environment. Um, but it's like more darker. It's more darker. Like his vocals were just so amazing on that. Like especially like that climax. The climax when he's yelling and things of that nature. Very very good song right there. I love the video. The video is just the video is like a very dope video too. You know, track number next track DS. Interesting song right there, DS. This song was actually he actually kind of went after the guy that organized the strip search for the child molestation thing, Tom Sneddon. But it's kind of crazy because instead of saying Tom, he says Dom Sheldon, and yeah, he's like Dom Sheldon. And this song features Slash on guitar. I forgot to mention him as guest appearance. And it's just talking about like watch who you trust and all that stuff. Very very good song. Very good song. I kind of like this collaboration more with Michael and Slash better than Given to Me and stuff like that. So yeah, very good song. Track number seven, Money. Oh wow, I like this song. I like this song a lot. He went after the family that accused him, the Chandler family in 1993 accused him. But my only gripe about this song was like the beat. The beat was dope, but um, the beat was just too strong, and you can hardly hear Michael's vocals at times. And I will get into that in after the end of this review. Like very good song right there. Next song, Come Together, which is of course the cover of the Beatles song off their best album, Abbey Road. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Hmm. This was recorded in 1988. Very good cover. I have no complaints about this cover. Very good cover. Next song, You Are Not Alone, which was of course a song R. Kelly wrote for him. Um, very like again another song that very shows Michael's vulnerability, and it's kind of crazy because he wanted to work with R. Kelly when he heard Bump and Grind, and he loved Bump and Grind so much that he quickly called R. Kelly, and they just quickly collabed and worked on a song together. And R. Kelly actually did a cover of this song as a hidden track off his album Love Letter. Dope album. I like the album. Underrated if you ask me. And the song was nominated for Grammy and American Music Awards. But there's some controversy to that song because it has been said that R. Kelly kind of plagiarized the song and stuff like that. Which I don't really know. I need to listen to the song. I need to listen to the song and stuff like that. But yeah, then we have Childhood, which was the theme for the Free Willy 2 movie. I have not seen Free Willy. I have not even seen the first Free Willy or the second Free Willy. But from what I heard, it was kind of eh. It's kind of like an autobiographical song where he's talking about like his childhood experience and how he said people say I'm not okay. Like people were worried about him because of the fact like he likes these like things child kids like, but it's kind of like a sad story because he never really had like a childhood. He was always working throughout his whole childhood. Never really had like a stable childhood. So it's kind of a sad story if you ask me. Then we have Tabloid Junkie, self-explanatory. He's talking about how people will believe anything the media would tell them to believe. Mm. Oh, that's an okay song. Then we have Too Bad with Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, that's Shaquille O'Neal. In case you guys, my younger viewers, don't know, Shaq was a rapper back in the '90s. Like he he dropped a couple albums. I think about 4 or 5 albums, all the way up to like I think 2000, early 2000s. I mean, he wasn't the best rapper though. Because trust me, there have been worse rappers. There have been worse celebrities that try to rap too. So they have been worse than him. But I felt like he did a solid job on this song too. I felt that too. So yeah, like the song was okay too. Not really too crazy about this. Track number 13, His Story. Um, that's the song was like again. This song was okay. Like what I got from this song was the fact that it's kind of like how can I put this? How can I put this? It's kind of like a Black History kind of song though. Like I mean, it's not like a black like he add like some quotes from people like he had like the Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream. That you have quotes from Muhammad Ali, but then you also have quotes like you also have like samples from like Ted Kennedy's speech for Robert Kennedy. So it's kind of like in a way like an education like history kind of song. So not one of my favorites, but not one of the worst songs. Mm, mm. Okay, next song, next song, next song, next song, next song, next song. Little Susie. That song, not too crazy about that song. And last song, Smile, which was basically a tribute to the a cover to Charlie Chaplin song. Um, like he was a huge fan of Charlie Chaplin, and so yeah, he did this. And that's all the songs off this album. My personal opinion about this whole album. This album, hmm, I love this album. I'm gonna say I love this album, but re-listening to it, I felt like after Childhood, it was kind of like mostly kind of filler. I mean, I'm not saying the songs are bad though, but I felt like it could have been a little bit better and things of that nature. Also about this album, another thing about this album too, um, some of the songs, like the mixing of some of the songs, like this was the personal problem, in my opinion, I have with like later Michael Jackson albums like History, After History. Like some of the mixing, like the beat could be too strong, you could hardly hear his voice and stuff like that. And yeah, that's like a small problem I have. Like production, don't get me wrong, the production is amazing on this album. Like you have Jimmy J and Terry Lewis doing their thing. You have Michael Jackson on the boards too. So production was dope. It was just that like you just wish that it was just mixed a little better, in my opinion. So and like I said before, this is like his darkest album, and you can really feel the pain, the anger, like the betrayal in his voice, and that's one thing like I like about this album because it's a side of Michael you rarely see and stuff like that. Other than that, what I would recommend this whole album to people, um, yeah, Michael Jackson History, 1995, must have in your collection. If you're a Michael fan, actually if yeah, must have in your collection. Oh, so I forgot to mention because oh shit, I'm gonna start doing this thing where I'm a what was I about to do? I'm gonna start doing this thing where I'm going to talk about albums that I was albums I listened to and y'all should check out. And it's not always new albums, say old albums too. And this review I'm talking about two albums. And one of them was Alicia Keys' recent album Here. Um, I like Alicia Keys and stuff like that. And I feel like this album right here, very very good album because the fact like it's soul, but it's like a it has like a '90s boom bap feel to it. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to it, I was like, yeah, this sounds dope as fuck. You know, I would highly recommend check that album out. And the next album is Childish Gambino's Awaken My Love album. Oh my god, like that album is on some other shit, you know? It it's not like really a hip hop album, it's like a psychedelic, funky soul album, you know? And also like I've been like listening to it. That album has been on repeat since the day I listened to it. And yeah, and congratulations on him for Atlanta being. Congratulations on him for Atlanta being renewed for a second season. Congratulations on that. And what the fuck? Yeah. Mm. And that's all the time I have. Stay tuned for more stuff. Stay tuned for more reviews and all that stuff. You know, I'm gonna clock out with a lot of good reviews, so some of these you can't miss. Take it easy. Good night. Peace. Stay black. Stay blessed. Whatever.